Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Autocar India Quick News, and we are back in office in our familiar location with our magazine covers behind us, here to give you a brand new episode of all the biggest news, all the hot scoops and all the big launches this week in the world of automobiles. But before we begin, do remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay updated with all our latest uploads. Let's start off with our launches this week. First up, it's the Honda WR-V facelift. The updated Honda WR-V gets a new front bumper, a new LED projector headlamp, new grille with more pronounced horizontal slats and new alloy wheels. On the inside, the changes are far more minimal with updated upholstery on the seats. Under the bonnet, the WR-V continues to get the 1.2-litre petrol mated to a 5-speed manual or the 1.5-litre diesel engine mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox. Both engines are now BS6 compliant, but sadly Honda has not added the much needed automatic option to the WR-V. Prices start at 8,50,000 rupees for the petrol and 9,80,000 rupees for the diesel model. Both are available only in two variants. While there have been some fair few launches every week now, the proof of the pudding for the auto industry's revival will always be sales figures at the end of the day. So let's have a look at how the auto industry has fared in the month of June 2020. A total of 1,16,969 units were sold in the month of June 2020 as compared to 36,697 units in the month of May, which is a 218% hike in car sales. But while there is some recovery that these figures show, it isn't all roses as compared to the same month last year. Sales figures are down by 53.9%. With the gradual easing of lockdown across the country and with some exciting car launches like the new Honda City and the Kia Sonet on the horizon, the next few months will be crucial for the Indian auto industry's road to recovery. Let's move on to all the general news of the week, and first up, it's the Audi Q5 that's received a midlife update. Let's have a look at all the details. The new Audi Q5 facelift is sharper and sportier than before and gets noticeable changes to the exterior. The new grille is flatter and loses the bezel that connected it to the headlamps and appears larger than the one on the current Q5. The front bumper too is now sportier. The update also brings new LED daytime running lights and headlamps along with new organic LED tail lamps that offer buyers 3 different lighting patterns to choose from. On the inside, the Q5 now gets a bigger screen as standard with connected car tech and Amazon Alexa compatibility too. The updated Q5 will make it to India in 2021, but only with a petrol 45 TFSI engine spec, most likely making 245 horsepower and 370 Nm of torque, made it to a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox. For a more detailed first look video, check out our Autocar India YouTube channel or read all about it on autocarindia.com. Suzuki has taken the wraps off its biggest SUV in its lineup. It's called the new A-Cross. Let's take a closer look at this SUV. The Suzuki A-Cross is essentially a badge-engineered Toyota RAV4 and will be Suzuki's flagship offering in some markets across the world. The A-Cross shares most of its body panels with the RAV4 but gets a new front-end look with a large and almost Swift Sport-like grille and side vents. The headlamps too are sleeker as compared to the Toyota offering. The SUV is powered by a hybrid powertrain that comprises of a petrol 4-cylinder engine mated to a pair of electric motors. As exciting as the SUV looks, the A-Cross will not be making it to India anytime soon. Maruti Suzuki has launched a new leasing service in India. Unlike in the past where a lease was available to corporate customers only, this time around the service is targeted towards private owners and will be managed by leasing veterans Oryx. The service will first be rolled out in Gurugram and Bengaluru and will include the Swift, the Dzire, Vitara Brezza, Ertiga, Baleno, Ciaz and the XL6. The lease will include the variant of choice for the customer and will be in the tenure options like 24, 36 or 48 months. While no exact price details have been released just yet, the lease payments will naturally include maintenance and insurance costs as a part of the package. Ahead of its global launch on July 16, Nissan has put out a couple of teasers of its upcoming new SUV, the Magnite. Let's take a look at those pictures. Still largely under wraps, Nissan's new set of teasers for the Magnite showcase the front right portion of the upcoming SUV with large wheels wrapped in off-road tires, large wheel arches, and hints of a silver skid plate to accentuate the ruggedness of the concept car. Pictures also show full LED headlamps that are sharp and a large bumper-mounted daytime running light. Reports also suggest that the concept is nearly production ready and only the wheels and tires will be toned down for the final version of the car. While the Magnite will make its global debut on July 16th, it will make its India debut in January 2021. Looks like a week packed with SUVs only, and here is one more, the Volkswagen Tiguan facelift. The updated Tiguan takes cues from the new Golf and gets a more rounded design as opposed to the sharper one that the current model has. The SUV also gets a sportier front bumper with more pronounced air intakes. It also gets new tail lights, restyled wheel design and an updated rear bumper. The interior changes bring the Tiguan in line with Volkswagen's newer models, with the latest version of VW's infotainment system and larger touchscreens now available. Wireless Apple CarPlay is also offered alongside Volkswagen's V-Connect system, which includes live traffic data and numerous app-based functions. Although India only gets the Tiguan All-Space, which is a 7-seat variant, the 5-seat version of the SUV will make a comeback with this facelift. In India, the updated Tiguan will be powered by a 1.5-litre TSI engine making 150 horsepower and is likely to be assembled in India at a price point of about 25 lakh rupees. From one SUV to another, and this one is a bit more special and a lot more expensive. Here is the new Bentley Bentayga facelift, and boy does it look imposing. The Bentley Bentayga is now even more detailed and frankly more stunning than ever before. The updates on the car are evolutionary to get it in line with the design language used on the likes of the Continental GT. The grille is larger, the crystal LED matrix headlights are even more detailed than the ones on the current model, and of course the big change, the oval rear tail lights. The luxury SUV also has new wheel options, more color options and new side vents. On the inside, as always, the customization options are endless, but now the rear passengers get even more knee space. The Bentayga can be spec'd with a 4, 5 and 7-seater layout, with the first and second row seats getting a ventilated option. Other updates include a larger 10.9-inch touchscreen with a new user interface. The updated Bentley Bentayga will make it to India sometime next year. Hyundai has announced that it will soon be introducing a new transmission technology to the Venue compact SUV. Dubbed as an Intelligent Manual Transmission or IMT, the gearbox will be introduced with a 120 horsepower 1-litre direct injection turbo petrol engine later this month. The tech is a hybrid of manual and automatic gearboxes and will offer drivers the control of manually shifting gears the traditional way, but without the need of a clutch pedal, thereby drastically reducing driving stress, especially in start-stop traffic conditions. The technology uses what Hyundai calls an intention sensor with the gear lever that informs the transmission control unit when the driver is about to change gears. The TCU then signals a hydraulic actuator to engage and disengage the clutch plate while the driver shifts the gear. Incidentally, Hyundai already offers the 6-speed manual and a DCT on the Venue Turbo, and this gearbox will slot bang in the middle of both. Citroën, the French automaker that will soon make its India debut with the C5 Aircross SUV, has released details of its popular hatchback, the C4, in its latest avatar. The new C4 is styled to look like a cross hatchback but with a coupe roofline. Other styling features include a distinct split headlamp setup, a feature that Citroën pioneered, a sculpted bonnet, 4-spoke wheels, and a slim front grille with the inbuilt Chevron logo. The new eC4, which is an electric version of the C4, features a 136 horsepower and 260 Nm electric power plant, which draws power from a 50 kWh battery. Citroën claims a range of 350 km, a 0 to 100 km/h time of 9.7 seconds, and a top speed of 150 km/h. There is also a 3-cylinder turbo petrol or a 4-cylinder turbo diesel option. While the C4 will go on sale in Europe in the coming months, it will not be making it to India. Let's move on to two wheels now, and Hero MotoCorp has launched a brand new motorcycle. It's called the Xtreme 160R. The Hero Xtreme 160R is the Indian brand's first product in the premium 160cc segment and uses a relatively simple 163cc 2-valve air-cooled engine that makes 15 horsepower. The bike features sharp styling that will be key for it to take on some of its more established rivals from Honda, Yamaha, TVS and Suzuki. The rear drum model is priced at 99,950 rupees, while the rear disc version costs 1,03,500 rupees ex-showroom pan-India. Single-channel ABS is standard on both models. Honda has launched the BS6 version of its Levo 110cc commuter motorcycle, so let's have a quick look at what the prices have gone up by and of course all the new tech in the engine. The updated Honda Levo BS6 will be available in two variants with prices starting at 69,422 rupees for the entry-level variant. This makes it over 10,000 rupees more expensive than the BS4 model. The bike is powered by a fuel-injected 110cc engine that makes 88 horsepower and 9.3 Nm of torque. Changes also include a semi-digital instrument cluster and some minor styling updates. And that's all the time we have for you this week, and honestly it feels so good to be back in the office bringing you the quick news episode right here from a setting that you guys are so familiar with. As always, remember, leave your opinions in the comment section below and we'll see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.